In this video, I introduced Beth to Minecraft for the first time, and this is how it went. So if you right-click this, you'll see how you can cook food. So you put food on the top, and then you put your fuel on the bottom. This is normally coal, but we don't have any of that yet. So if I throw you these three, if you press E and then drag them to your hotbar.
I have an egg.
Yeah, so click the egg and then just move it to anywhere in your inventory.
Right, yeah, and then meat on top, and then what on the bottom?
No. Don't put it in the crafting bench. That's already cooked. So just put it on your hotbar.
Yeah, I do. I have it.
Okay, and then just hold right click. And you'll see the little like meat things at the bottom are going up.
The only thing that's gone up is my heart.
Yeah, because you're fully healed now.
Okay.
Now this is where you can kind of take over a little bit because of how much you play The Sims. So you can start designing our house.
Okay.
Because we're gonna need one to live.
I picked up some wheat seeds. So.
Yeah.
Whatever that is.
So that's actually a good thing that I can show you farming.
Let me pick up some more. Keep building.
Yeah, just a quick.
I can help.
Just a quick hat. Oh, I can
How do I
get
knock
that.
it down?
So
Okay.
just use your axe. If you actually I can fill the ceiling in.
Oh.
It's gonna be a bit cramped, but that's fine. Don't really need anything too big at the moment.
Oh, which axe is best to use?
The stone axe. So there's a difference between axe and pickaxe. So pickaxe is for mining, axe is for wood only.
Okay. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna remember that.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe.
So inside there is a crafting bench. So
I put our beds together.
Yeah. So first thing I want you to do is make a door. So if you right click, and then on the left hand side, keep using the arrows until you find something that looks like a door.
Yeah.
And then
I need planks. I can't remember how to get them.
use the logs that you've chopped down.
Yeah.
And then drag, and then you can make planks that way. So just put the logs in the crafting like square.
How many do I need to put in?
Just one log.
Okay, I'll put in like 6.
Yeah, just one in the like anywhere.
Okay.
Got it? Okay, now
Give
if
me a
you
second.
come out here, look at this spot, and then right click. Nice. Now we got a door.
Nice.
So you right click to open it. There you
Ah.
go. There's some more food here for you as well.
Oh yeah. I think I've already got food.
Yeah, just take some more. There's plenty.
Oh.
Oh, that's a sapling. You don't want to put that there. Okay, perfect. So now, if you come in here, so this is
Nice.
This is farming. So you have to do this near a water source so that the soil can become like fertilized. So all you need to do is hover over a space with your hoe and just right click. So do that for all of the grass over here.
Okay.
If a bit you see here, if you look, babe, you see the grass that's turning like brown now. That means it's ready to grow stuff on.
Okay, cool.
So the only thing is, if you right click a bit of grass and then it doesn't turn this, it means it's too far away from the water.
It's working for me on some bits.
It's like I think it's like 9 blocks away. So do you remember the seeds that you picked up?
Yes, I do.
So we're gonna plant them. So get those in your inventory, in your hotbar, and then just right click them into the ground.
Apparently I made 2 doors.
When you make doors, it gives you 3.
Okay.
There you go.
I have no more seeds left now.
So we can just get more by punching the grass.
I got it.
Yeah, this is farming, so we can grow wheat, and we can turn the wheat into bread, and that's food for us.
Nice.
So this is kind of like a renewable source. We'll obviously make a better farm as we go on. So what we want to do is get enough iron to make iron armor for us both, so that we can take more damage without dying.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm stuck.
Kind of like the main goal. Just mine yourself out.
No, I found my way.
All right, okay.
I'm gonna light up the way.
Yeah. So if you just keep chugging on down through the mine while I gather all these.
Yes. So as I don't get attacked by anything.
Oh, you're walking past a bunch of coal.
I'm being attacked by something that I can't see.
Oh,
And I died.
so you okay. So you wasn't attacked by something. You had sand.
I was suffocated.
Yeah, you had sand collapse onto you.
Yeah.
So in that situation, just use your shovel or just punch that hold left click to dig yourself out.
Okay.
I picked up all your stuff anyway.
I can't actually remember which direction you went in.
You know, I'm over here.
I see you.
This way. Okay, yeah, so you have to be careful of falling sand. Yeah.
I assume this... took some damage. But it's fine. I'm here.
I see you. Right, I've dropped all your stuff.
Thank you.
And your torches. Don't forget your torches.
Ah, yes. I see.
Okay, so help me mine all of this, because we're going to need it.
All my stuff has changed.
Yeah, it'll be in a
Let me
different order.
just quickly reorganize. I'm picking stuff up and sure dropping them.
Let's head back to the base. Right, so next thing we need to do, let me just split that with you, is all of the iron that you mined.
Yeah.
Put it in the top slot of the furnace.
Right click. All the iron. Iron.
Yep. It'll be raw iron.
Put it in the tops. Yeah.
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 You put it in there, yeah?
Yeah.
Sweet. So you'll see if you right click on the right, it's now smelting it into iron ingots.
Yeah.
So to do that, you need coal or wood, but coal's best in the bottom, and then the raw iron at the top, and it'll give you iron ingots. And this is how we can make complete iron tools, which is what we'll do next, so that we can...
Well, I have more coal in mine, so I can add that to your 7.
Yeah, you can. Don't put it all in, because you only need to
I
put...
already have now.
Yeah, that's fine, it's fine. You only need to put 8 pieces of coal in to smelt 64 bits of whatever.
Okay, well, I suppose we get the rest back, won't we?
Yeah. There's so many resources here. We're in luck.
It's like a gold mine.
Well, when we find some gold, then it definitely will be. Ooh,
It's just a coal mine at the moment. Will I die if I go into the lava?
Yeah. Well, you'll start burning. You won't die immediately, but if you die in the lava or your stuff touches the lava, which I'll show you. So where are you? Right here. So if you throw something in the lava, it gets destroyed. So so be careful. No!
Oh,
No! No! You just lost everything.
I know. I tried to jump back up. I'm still on fire.
Oh no. I managed to recover a few of your tools. Good news is, though, this cave is quite lucrative, so we can definitely come back here and explore more of it. It's huge. So what I'm doing at the moment is I'm smelting all of these so that I can make you something cool. Which, considering you are running away from stuff, is probably worthwhile you having this.
Probably, yeah.
So it's like that, and then there we go. Okay, so I'm giving you...
They shield things, yeah.
It's armor. So if you press E, you'll see where your character is to the left.
Yeah, I see.
So put them there, and now you got a full set of armor.
Yeah, I think I definitely need that.
Yeah, you definitely do.
Hopefully, I don't get attacked again.
So in the day, nothing.
They don't come out?
Yeah, nothing spawns in the day.
Okay.
Well, only spiders do, but you don't have to worry about spiders in the day. So you're clearing up the area at the moment, are you? That's what you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I've kind of started now, and then it looks a bit weird.
Yeah, you got to finish it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I do like an area, and then I need to do more of an area.
Yeah, but what you'll find is we'll have like 10, 15, like 20 minutes where you're just doing stuff like this, where you're just like clearing out areas and just sort of potting around doing random stuff. Because not every day needs to be like a let's go explore the whole mine sort of thing.
No, exactly.
Sometimes it's nice to just relax and enjoy, the Minecraft sun on your back.
It would be cool if you could find my horse that I befriended.
I don't know if I can find that exact horse, but I could probably find another one.
Our stuff is growing lovely.
Nice.
Nice and lovely. Uh,
So to get in, you right click
Cute.
that.
Yeah, that's fine.
So I just need these to come up here. Come on. So I can fill this back in. Here we go. Now we have cows.
Nice.
And if you right click both of them with wheat,
I picked something up.
there's a little baby cow.
Aw, that's cute.
Yeah. I think that's everything, right? For at least
For
today,
now.
anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, I've cleared out the area as
Nice.
much as I have done for now.
But yeah, no, this was successful actually.